Hey guys, welcome to my channel, and this is a week in the life of a future UNILAG doctor. I'm preparing for the UNILAG post-UTME, and even though I'm not a student yet, I'm acting like one, because I believe in becoming the person I want to be before I arrive there. This week I focused on a foundational topic every 100-level medical student must master: cell structure. In this video, I'll show you how I studied, what I learned, and most importantly, why this topic actually matters in real-life medicine. Let's start with the basics. A cell is the smallest unit of life. All living organisms, from bacteria to humans, are made of cells. There are two major types of prokaryotic cells: simple, no nucleus, e.g. bacteria; eukaryotic cells, complex with a nucleus, e.g. human cells. Human cells are eukaryotic, meaning they have many organized parts. And trust me, they're more structured than some organizations I know. Think of the cell like a hospital. Every organelle, that's what we call the parts inside a cell, has a job, just like doctors, nurses, cleaners, and receptionists all have roles. Next, I focused on organelles, the parts that make the cell function smoothly. Each organelle inside a eukaryotic cell has a specific role. Let me break it down quickly. The first organelle is the nucleus. This is the boss, the control center. The nucleus is a membrane-bound organelle found in eukaryotic cells that houses the cell's genetic material, DNA, and controls cellular activities. It's essentially the cell's control center, directing processes like protein synthesis, growth, and cell division. The nucleus also contains the nucleolus, which is responsible for ribosome synthesis. The nucleoplasm, which is the viscous fluid within the cell nucleus, similar to cytoplasm in the rest of the cell. Chromatins, which are loosely coiled chromosomes. The nucleus is bounded by a two-layered membrane called the nuclear envelope, and there are little openings called nuclear pores, which allows the passage of materials into and out of the nucleus. The next organelle is mitochondria, known as the powerhouse. It produces energy in the form of ATP adenosine triphosphate through cellular respiration. They have an outer and inner membrane, with the inner membrane folded into cristae to increase surface area. Besides energy production, mitochondria also play roles in apoptosis-programmed cell death, cell signaling, and calcium storage. Mitochondria are unusual organelles because they their own ribosomes, and they divide independently of the cell. Fun fact, do you know that mitochondria have their own DNA, separate from the nucleus, inherited maternally? Do you also know that red blood cells are the only cells in the human body that lack mitochondria? Moving on, let's talk about the cytoplasm, which can also be called protoplasm. The cytoplasm is a gel-like substance within cells that fills the space between the cell membrane and the nucleus, hosting all other cell organelles. It plays a crucial role in maintaining cell shape, providing a medium for chemical reactions, and facilitating the movement of materials within the cell. And yes, I found out that the cytoplasm is a decent conductor of electricity. Maybe that's why we can conduct electricity. Share your thoughts in the comments. Up next is the ribosome. Ribosomes are essential organelles responsible for protein synthesis in all living cells, both prokaryotic and eukaryotic. They are complex molecular machines that translate the genetic information encoded in messenger, RNA, into specific amino acid sequences, building proteins. Ribosomes consist of two subunits, which are the small subunit and the large subunit. Each contains ribosomal proteins and ribosomal RNA. The ribosomes are the protein factories. They build the body's proteins. Let's briefly talk about the endoplasmic reticulum. The endoplasmic reticulum, also called ER, is a large, complex network of membranes found in all eukaryotic cells, acting as a central hub for many cellular processes. It's essentially a folded and interconnected system of sacs and tubes that extends throughout the cytoplasm. The ER is not a single structure, but rather two distinct types: rough ER, RER, and smooth ER, SER, each with specific functions. The rough ER has ribosomes attached to its surface, giving it a rough appearance. Ribosomes are responsible for synthesizing proteins, so the RER plays a key role in protein synthesis and modification. While the smooth ER lacks ribosomes and is involved in various other cellular functions, including lipid and carbohydrate metabolism, detoxification, and steroid hormone synthesis. The ER is a continuous membrane system, meaning it's a single interconnected network of membranes. The ER is composed of flattened sacs, cisternae, and branched tubules, which form the network throughout the cytoplasm. Having talked about the ER, let's talk about the Golgi apparatus. The Golgi apparatus is like the cell's post office. It modifies proteins received from the rough endoplasmic reticulum, RER, sorts them, and packages them into vesicles for transport to various destinations within or outside the cell. The Golgi also plays a role in synthesizing certain carbohydrates and forming lysosomes. It modifies, packages, and sends off proteins. And yeah, talking about lysosomes are essential membrane-bound organelles found in eukaryotic cells, serving as the cell's digestive system. They contain a variety of digestive enzymes that break down cellular waste, foreign invaders, and damaged organelles, promoting cell health and recycling. They're kind of like the cell's garbage disposal. And finally, we have the cell membrane, which acts like a security gate, controlling what goes in and out. Once I understood this, the cell started feeling like a mini version of the human body. Now here's where it got real. I asked myself, why should future doctors care about cell structure? The answer? Every disease starts with the cell. Cancer happens when cells divide uncontrollably. In sickle cell anemia, the red blood cells are misshapen due to faulty proteins. Diabetes involves how cells respond to insulin. HIV/AIDS affects white blood cells. So whether you're treating malaria or looking at gene therapy, it all starts at the cellular level. If you don't understand the cell, you won't understand medicine. Because understanding cell structure allows for the development of targeted therapies that can manipulate cellular processes to treat diseases. Stem cells, with their unique ability to differentiate into various cell types, are being used in regenerative medicine to repair or replace damaged tissues. Research in cell structure and function is essential for advancing our understanding of how diseases develop and for developing new treatments. On Friday, I slowed down to reflect. And I revised flashcards, answered practice questions, and journal what I've learned. Studying cell structure and functions offers profound life lessons that go beyond biology. Here are some meaningful insights and life applications we can draw. 1. Every part has a purpose. Just like every organelle in a cell has a unique and vital role, every person has a unique purpose. So don't underestimate your role. Even if you feel small, you are essential in your family, community, or team, just like mitochondria or ribosomes in a cell. 2. Teamwork is vital. Cells function because all parts work together harmoniously. Collaboration is key in life. Progress happens when we value different contributions and work together toward common goals. 3. Balance is necessary for survival, homeostasis. Cells constantly maintain internal balance despite external changes. Life will bring stress and change, but emotional, mental, and spiritual balance is essential for long-term health and growth. 4. Growth requires division, mitosis. Cells grow by dividing and multiplying, not by staying the same. Personal growth often requires us to divide our time, responsibilities, or even let go of comfort zones to evolve. 5. The cell membrane protects, but is selective. The membrane lets in what helps and keeps out what harms. Protect your mind and heart. Be open to growth, but set boundaries against toxic influences. 6. Mitochondria. Power comes from within. The mitochondria generate energy for the cell. Strength and energy come from within, through prayer, reflection, rest, and good habits. True power isn't external. 7. Waste must be removed. Lysosomes. Cells remove waste to stay healthy. Let go of past hurts, toxic habits, or clutter in your life. Renewal comes through healthy elimination. 8. Cells are the building blocks of life. Great things are built from small beginnings. Don't despise small starts. Consistent, faithful action, even in little things, leads to bigger impact over time. Just like a cell must stay healthy to keep the body alive, I must take care of my mind, habits, and faith to succeed in medicine. That was my week in the life of a future UNILAG doctor. I may not have admission yet, but I'm living the life now, one study session at a time. Cell structure isn't just a biology topic. It's the beginning of understanding life, health, and healing. So if you're a 100-level student or preparing to be one, take this seriously. This is the foundation for everything you're about to learn in medicine. Keep showing up, keep believing, keep preparing, and one day we won't just be studying medicine, we'll be practicing it. Before I go, I'll leave you guys with this one question. Which organelle is technically not an organelle, doesn't have a membrane, but is still one of the most essential for life? If you know the answer, drop it in the comments. Bye for now, guys.